Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the presentation tonight on hemp oil and how it works in your body. This is nutrition for your mind and your body. So everything that I'm about to talk about tonight can be found on the National Library of Medicine, pubmed.gov, and projectcbd.org. The big question that many people have is the legality of all of this, and it can be explained like this. So cannabis has two species. We have hemp and marijuana. Hemp at the legal level can contain 0.3% or less THC and usually contains 20% or more CBD molecules. And because of the Farm Bill of 2018, hemp is legal at the federal level. Back in 2014, hemp was actually legal, made legal from the Farm Bill Act in all 50 states. So it's actually such a cool thing that it is now legal at the federal level since 2018. Marijuana, on the other hand, contains 10% or less CBD and 20% or more THC. And so that's what makes it illegal in most states, except for that list there. That is the list of states that allow medicinal use of marijuana. That's not the part we're talking about tonight. We're going to be talking about hemp and all of its healing benefits. So what are cannabinoids? Cannabinoids are the molecules that make up the cannabis plants. And so there are over 113 different cannabinoid diols in the cannabis plant. We will be focusing tonight on CBD and CBG and a little bit on THC. So the history of cannabis, the research. Well, back in 1967, a doctor had found a way to separate the THC molecule from the CBD molecule and was able to identify those molecules within. And then in 1988, they found these cannabinoid receptors within our body. And in 1992, they found that we actually create our own cannabinoids. And in 2018, we're finding that the CBG molecule is proving to repair our brain. So the research has found that through these receptors that we have within our body, and that goes through our brain, we have a ton of receptors in our brain throughout every organ, throughout our nervous system, our immune system. These receptors receive cannabinoids. So just as we have all of these body systems, we found that we have what's called an endocannabinoid system. That is the system of receptors within our body, our brain, through every organ, and that is our endocannabinoid system, or sometimes known as ECS. And this new science is finding that this endocannabinoid system is the master regulator of every other system in our body. So this long list of systems here actually is regulated when our endocannabinoid system is activated. It keeps this homeostasis within all of those other systems. And the research is showing there's over 20,000 studies on the therapeutic benefits. And you can find all of these studies on this website, pubmed.gov. And it's pretty interesting. So you can go to this website and you can type in cannabinoids and then whatever it is that you're looking to find out if cannabinoid diols will help you with. But this long list is what the science is proving. All of the research has shown that it can help with all of these things, slowing bacterial growth, reducing blood sugar levels, suppressing seizures, reducing pain, reduces artery blockage, all of these wonderful things, combats anxiety and depression. So these receptors within our brain and through our entire body, this whole endocannabinoid system is activated by a few other things, chocolate, meditation, when we exercise or we get a runner's high, these receptors are activated. Mother's breast milk has a ton of cannabinoids in it, and that activates the baby's immune system and helps regulate all of that. And then phytocannabinoids, which means from the plant. So these plants, cannabis, cacao, rosemary, echinacea, black pepper, kava, and ginger. And so when we feed our endocannabinoid system, we're actually activating our bodies to create its own cannabinoids. So that's what's pretty cool about this supplement, is that it's not taking away anything that your body naturally does. It's actually waking up that system so that it can work properly and help your body heal. So it balances our hormones and our neurotransmitters. It regulates pain, inflammation, our memory, emotion, our sleep. So your body, it creates these cannabinoids so that it can keep this balance within your body. And that first endogenous cannabinoid was found, like I said, in 1992. And we release them naturally when we exercise or we meditate, and we're in a relaxed state. But unfortunately, a lot of times we're not in our relaxed state. We have a lot of mental and physical stresses that we go through on a daily basis. And this puts a strain on our endocannabinoid system. And when that system becomes strained, that's when they say hard to treat diseases can occur. So even our environment is just full of toxins, the water, the food, all of it, that suppresses our endocannabinoid system. And it puts us in this fight or flight mode. And what this hemp oil will do is release and help your body actually become calmer and in a state where it can start healing itself. So here's a video I'd like to show you.
When people hear about all of the different health conditions that cannabis can help with and all of the different benefits of cannabis, it's almost too hard to believe. How can one herb have so many powerful medical properties without having any dangerous side effects? This question led researchers to discover a system of physiology that we all have inside of us that's constantly maintaining balance at a cellular level. It was named the endocannabinoid system because we discovered it when we were looking for how does cannabis work. Now we know that the endocannabinoid system is active in everyone all the time, from even before you were born to the end of your life, helping promote health and balance physiologically. This system is present all through the body and all the different tissues. That's why it can help with disorders of the brain, of the various organs like the liver or the intestines. It can help with musculoskeletal problems. It can help with inflammatory and immune issues. Your body is making cannabinoids all the time. These molecules function a lot like THC and the other cannabinoids found in the plant. And your body knows when to make these and how to make these to keep you healthy. Some people need a little help, or their endocannabinoid system may not be functioning at its optimal level, and you can address this by adding in the right dosage of cannabis from the plant. I've been surprised in my clinical practice to discover that ultra-low dosages of cannabis can be health promoting and also relieve symptoms in patients. At these very low dosages, people will over time become more sensitive to cannabis and start getting better and better effects from the cannabis they're using, as well as start to develop a feeling of resilience, of strength, of balance. What I believe is happening, and this is supported by animal research, is that very low dosages of cannabis can actually upregulate and tonify your endocannabinoid system. This means the system of physiology that's been active within you since before you were born starts acting more efficiently, more optimally to promote health and balance internally. Ultra low dosages of cannabis can be used, in my experience, to promote health and to keep people resilient to all the toxic.
Okay, well, I guess that's all he had to say there. Hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. It was abruptly stopped. So here we have a list of the things that CBD molecule and CBG molecule does in your body or for your body. And basically what it's showing here is this red arrow points to the one and only thing that THC will do for you above and beyond all the other cannabinoids, and that is to stimulate the appetite. So, you know, people that may be going through chemotherapy or that need some help to stimulate their appetite, they'll probably want some THC in their CBD oil. So the broad spectrum CBD oil does not contain THC. So it has all the other cannabinoids that come from the plant. They use the stalks and stems, the flowers and all that to create this broad spectrum of benefits. So the research is showing that when we feed our endocannabinoid system, it helps our brain function, our long-term and short-term memory. It helps our anxiety. It relieves depression, and it helps you relax, keeps you calm and less irritable. It promotes focus, so you can be present and in the moment. And it helps with brain injuries. And we found that feeding your endocannabinoid system also helps with these things: aches and pains, joint and bone cartilage health, helps you maintain your blood sugar levels. You get a better sleep, you have more energy, modulates the immune system, slows or inhibits bacterial growth. And it's good to note here that it's really not the oil that's doing this. It's actually waking up our bodies to be able to do what it's supposed to do and what it was made to do, and that is heal. I like to say it's kind of like when you cut your skin and you bleed and it heals over, and you know, within days or whatever, it looks like nothing ever happened. Well, our internal organs and systems actually have the ability to heal and do that same process. It's just that our endocannabinoid system, this master regulator, is lying dormant, and we need to wake that up so that it can function properly. Here's another video.
We're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes. It controls cancer. It controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
But recent research has been looking at cannabis and the different cannabinoids. There's over 80 plus cannabinoids discovered in the cannabis plant. The second most dominant one besides THC is cannabidiol or CBD. Okay. And the research now is over 1,200 peer-reviewed journals on CBD. It's probably the most exciting and researched ingredient or substance right now around the world. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have the psychoactive or high that is associated with THC, but it has a tremendous amount of other benefits, including research shows anti-seizure, anti-epileptic, which is why it's gotten a lot of popularity. We did a lot with children with seizure disorders, and they're getting benefits from this plant in a safe, non-toxic way versus all these drugs that typically don't work. Mm-hmm. And there's neuroprotective benefits. So you see a lot with concussions and the NFL. There's a lot of research being done now with chronic traumatic encephalopathy or chronically banging their head a lot. There's anti-anxiety, which is really important. It's the anti-THC of sorts. It calms you down. It helps you manage stress better, which is how I look at it. It's much more as a preventative or daily use substance than just treating disease states. And there's immune support. There's it's a huge antioxidant. There's just a tremendous. It's easier sometimes to talk about what it doesn't do than what it does.
Long time, the work on cannabis and epilepsy was sort of inconclusive. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. They couldn't quite figure it out. And it's only when they really started separating THC from CBD that they saw, definitively, yes, CBD seems to really stop seizures.
So what incredible news. I mean, if that heart surgeon is even a 10th correct in how awesome this is, I mean, we are onto something really big here, for sure. So it's all about keeping a balance, keeping your brain and body calm so it can rest, digest, and repair. It'll help your body function top notch and create that homeostasis within every other system of your body. And they are saying that this will be the most important supplement that you can take that'll keep your body healthy, for sure. So that is actually the end of the first part of my presentation. And now the second part, we're going to go into RECEPT. PrimeMyBody has a fantastic hemp oil. And I have to say that we do not claim to cure, treat, manage, diagnose any illness or disease. It is a nutritional supplement. And it supports your body. So there's our disclaimer. Okay, so here's Dr. Cheng Ruan. He is PrimeMyBody's chief medical advisor, and he formulated RECEPT, which is a wonderful hemp oil that we have. He's the co-founder, he is the CEO and the founder of the second largest integrative medicine facility in the US, second only to the Cleveland Clinic. And he wrote a book called Ultimate Guide for Type 2 Diabetes. He's a pretty awesome guy. He knows his business, and we're so happy to have him leading the path in this new science. So RECEPT is a broad spectrum CBD oil, and it contains CBG plus terpenes. So the broad spectrum, meaning it does not have THC in it, but it has all of the other cannabinoids plus the terpenes which come inside the plant. So let's see, it's non-GMO, organically grown. It is made in a halal and kosher facility, and the biggest part is that it's 0 THC. And so this is just a little diagram that I made up with how to show you what full spectrum is. Full spectrum CBD oil contains the THC molecule, and having that full spectrum creates an entourage effect, and I'll get into that in a second. And broad spectrum has all of the molecules, just no THC, and then an isolated CBD is just the one CBD molecule. Excuse me. So the entourage effect is when all of these things work together to create the best benefit within your body. Just like when you eat an apple, to get the full nutritional value of that apple, you wouldn't peel it and then eat it because there's a lot of nutrition in that skin. So the same with the full plant. In order for it to work properly in your body, you need all of those molecules. So what is CBG? CBG is the latest molecule that's being researched, and it is proving to aid in sleep. It's an antibiotic, it's an antifungal. It's actually, the antibiotic, it is proving to fight the MRSA bacteria, which is pretty cool. Relieves pain, inhibits cancer cell growth, and promotes bone growth, slows and removes bacterial growth. So you might be asking, like, why CBG? Well, when the hemp plant is young, it is loaded with CBG, and then as it grows, it either breaks off into CBD or THC. So CBG is considered the stem cell. basically, that will then grow up to be CBD. And it's pretty cool. So PrimeMyBody actually has patent on farming that is happening where they're harvesting this hemp early enough to capture the most CBG. Oh,
CBG is cannabigerol, or some people pronounce this as cannabigerol. I don't know how it's pronounced, but I know it's good. There's a lot of data on CBG ever since even in the mid 2000s. And the CBG is really what we call a precursor component. In the plant, CBG turns into different cannabinoids. There's CBD, CBC, turns into also THC. But when you extract the plant early enough, you have this small amount of CBG. The CBG in the body doesn't turn into anything that's psychoactive. So it's a non-psychoactive cannabinoid. And CBG has been shown in multiple studies to have more of what we call a neuroregenerative effect. It means that we're seeing neurons heal much more, and more of a neuroregenerative effect than even CBD, which is cannabidiols. And so there's a pharmaceutical company currently doing phase 1 clinical trials with synthetic CBG for that specific purpose. And so CBG commonly exists in the hemp plant, although it doesn't commonly exist very much, because the hemp plant will grow, will have CBG, and pretty shortly it'll turn into other things. So it's kind of like the stem cell of cannabinoids, and stem cells in the body turn into other cells. So the CBG in the hemp plant turns into other cannabinoids. And so we're seeing it has an antimicrobial effect. It means it has activity against MRSA, which is a really drug-resistant bacteria. We're seeing specific brain neurons grow in mice with neurodegenerative diseases like Huntington's disease. November 2018 just came out looking at Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS, with improvement in neurons in Lou Gehrig's disease in mice model as well. And so the science is young on CBG, but it's also very exciting. And it's a very important component to look at and to include in a broad spectrum hemp.
So that's Dr. Ruan. Let me see if I can move on from that. There we go. So there's also these terpenoids in it, which it comes naturally in the plant. They're very aromatic. It's what makes the flavor and the smell of the cannabis plant. And it also works to activate our endocannabinoid system, just as all the other cannabinoids do. And here we have the benefits here of each of the terpenes that are in it. So there's, benefits of anti-inflammatory, anti-anxiety, antibacterial, all of the things that CBD is doing for us. These terpenes just make it even better. So here's the lowdown on RECEPT. There's 500 milligrams of phytocannabinoids plus 30 milligrams of CBG and 7 terpenes. And the only other ingredients that we have in here is a purified water, a vegetable glycerin, a vegetable lecithin, and peppermint oil. And the peppermint oil is really great taste, and it also acts as a preservative, a natural preservative. So what makes us different than any other? Well, it's the liposomal delivery and the particle size of the actual CBD and CBG molecules. Because of the liposomal delivery, it is up to 10 times more absorbing than any other oil on the market. And it gets delivered directly into your bloodstream through your mouth. It does not have to go through your digestive tract, and it literally gets absorbed into your capillaries. Because the particle size, it's nanosonicated, sonicated meaning with these high frequency sound waves, it's reducing the particle size of the CBD and CBG down to 12 to 25 nanometers, which is proven to be the smallest particles that you can get from this plant. Other oils, like it says here, are 200 to 600 nanometers, even if they claim to be nano enhanced. Here's a little diagram. So on the right, we have regular liposomes, and on the left, those are sonicated liposomes. And so you could just see that the particle size is way smaller there with the sonication. So our cell membranes are made up of these lipids. And so they create this lipid to wrap around the CBD and CBG molecules to get delivered directly into your cell membrane. So it attaches itself to the walls of your mouth and then gets absorbed directly into your bloodstream. And here's the proof. So we have blood samples taken, you know, by the minute. So the minutes are in the bottom there, and then we have the amount of CBG and CBD that's in the body at certain times. And so this green line is PrimeMyBody, and the bottom line is what's known as the leading brand that's out there, which is non-liposomal. And so you'll see that there's hardly any in that person's blood at all. And so that's what makes us the best. Here we are. This is a pretty much other brands that are on the market here. And we're showing here that we have check marked all of these green boxes on this left side. This is RECEPT. So it's liposomal, it's nanoparticles, CBD, we do have CBG in it, and these 7 terpenes, and the fact that we're 0 THC and there's no sweeteners in it. That's how we compare to the others. And another thing that's pretty cool about Dr. Ron and his formula, he's doing a ton of testing, and this testing is wrapped up now, and he's actually presenting at our conference that's happening in Austin in a couple days. So what he's testing here, he's doing some brain mapping, and this is kind of a key to the next couple slides that I'm going to show you. A healthy brain shows green, red means dementia, and blue is pseudo dementia. So you'll see in these brain maps here, this is actually, I like that it's colorful because I'm a very visual person. If this was like written out in some way, I don't think I'd like it very much. But okay, so on the left, okay, this is actually a woman with brain fog, like a middle-aged woman brain fog. On the left, you'll see there's a ton of blue happening here, and literally within 24 hours of dosing RECEPT, we can see on the right-hand side these brain maps that are showing repair, okay? And then this red, I think it's a memory recall, and the speed of that, you'll see that red dot on the left is gone, and we've now got green, the brain speed going on there. So that's pretty amazing, just within 24 hours. I can attest to that. I'm a middle-aged woman who used to have brain fog. Okay, so now this is actually incredible. This is a 36-year-old ex-NFL player who had severe head trauma over and over and over. And it's sad, but that's his brain scan on the left. And then 24 hours later, we're looking at all of this green happening here. And the repair is just, it's incredible. It's happening so quickly. So here we are. Within 50 minutes, we've got brain diagram here that goes from pseudo dementia to repaired in 1 hour. This is a thermography here, and within 27 minutes of taking the oil. The red shows the inflammation on this person's back, and within 27 minutes of taking the oil, this is the reduced inflammation. So because it worked so quickly there, we decided let's photograph this in shorter increments. So this is going before hemp oil. Look, the hand is irritated there, a lot of inflammation. And it's all within 12 minutes of each other that it's completely cleared. 34 minutes on RECEPT. Take a look at that. And here we have it. So to buy RECEPT, you can get it at a retail price of $108, or you can become a preferred customer for $89. And you can get it for $89 if you get the monthly auto ship. Or you can become an affiliate where you'd pay $39 and then be able to purchase RECEPT and all of our awesome products at wholesale. And this RECEPT would be $89. That is the end of our presentation on our hemp oil. And I just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Chris Petkoff. Who's on tonight?
Aura.
Oh, Aura, hi.
Hello.
It just says iPhone there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I will introduce you now to the business aspect of this. And you can feel free to drop off whenever you'd like, Aura. I'm just gonna go through the whole spiel here.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, so this is where we're at with this hemp market. And because of the 2018 Farm Bill Act, hemp is now deregulated, and that is a big thing. So there's many, many companies popping up all over the place. And this is just skyrocketing into the fastest growing business. Now is the time to get in on it. If you're at all an entrepreneur, this is where you should be. Because the reports are showing, even though last year the hemp business alone, hemp oil business alone, made $590 million in revenue. By 2022, they're projecting $22 billion industry. So it's up to you. How are you going to position yourself when you know that all of this is going on, and you know, you should probably get your hands in on it. And here's how you can do that. You can join our company for the $39 and have this wonderful man as our CEO, Paul Rogers. He's definitely well known in the industry. He's brought several companies from nothing up to everything. He has helped take his company to the NASDAQ up to $30 a share right before he retired. He's a respected leader in our industry, of course, and he knows network marketing. He's actually in network marketing at a time, and he knows exactly what us affiliates need. So he's leading us into the next generation of business. And I think there's just a lot of people latching onto this business model. So it's a great place to be. And this guy is a fearless leader. He knows his business, and he's from the heart. He's a good guy. He's got great intentions here. He's actually approachable, and you know, he'll love to talk to you, which I don't think that's easy to come by when you're talking about a guy who's accomplished so much. Also with PrimeMyBody, we have several people behind the scenes. So when you get on board, you have just a group of people that are working for you to keep things running, everything from your back office to, you know, accounting to creating content that we can share on social media. And these are the people that make it all happen. This is our team. This is our office. And then, of course, Dr. Ruan, he is leading in everything that's about this science and health and wellness. You know, I actually saw the other day that he actually is being penalized by insurance companies because he's not prescribing enough drugs, which is just bizarre. So anyway, he's ahead of the game here on this revolution in health and where people want to be with their health. And I think that he's really going to take us places with, especially this RECEPT and all the new products that'll be coming out just in a couple short days here. Also on our medical advisory board, we have Dr. Ang. She's does a lot with our pet line, and Dr. Mehta, he's actually advisory with Dr. Ruan. And we have our pet line. This is perfect. This is actually taking off pretty well. It came out not too long ago, and it just ends up that, you know, the people that are using the hemp oil, they decide, I bet my pet could use this, and lo and behold, they're giving it to their pets all the time. So this is a really great product here. We also have our Hydrate Pure, which is a beautiful moisturizer. I don't know that I've ever used anything that felt so silky yet didn't feel like you have anything on. It's really nice. And then we have our Prime Protein. I actually drink this every single day. I love it. It's vegan, dairy-free. It has all the good stuff in there, and it tastes really, really good. It's a chocolate protein powder. So for anyone that wants to get involved here, you decide how you want to run your business. Do you want this to be a part-time? Do you want it to be full-time? It's up to you. You're your own boss. It's kind of crazy, but $39 will allow you many benefits here. So the question is, how can we serve you? How would you like to get involved in this hemp world? You can become a preferred customer and get the wholesale pricing, or you can become an affiliate and get compensated for sharing the products. All right, so the nitty gritty. Enroll for $39. What does that get you? You get your own website, your own back office where you can track all the sales and things that you're making. Access to the Pulse app, which is a fantastic app. Like I said, the IT department, it's phenomenal on this. I can't even say enough about how this has helped. Discount products, so you get everything at wholesale, and you get compensated in 8 different ways. When you become an affiliate, it's wise to start out with a package, and that you decide yourself where you're at with that. You can do the starter pack where you get one for yourself and you can share with a couple people, or we have the 6-pack, or we have the 15-pack where actually you are purchasing 12 bottles and you're getting 3 bottles free. So I believe that that brings that price down to about $77 when you talk about tax and shipping. Here we have affiliate rewards. So we get 25% of the first package that our new affiliates purchase. So if someone were to purchase the starter pack, which is the 3-pack, you would get $67, and then you get the rewards points for this. So as you know, your sale goes up, you obviously will get more in rewards, but basically it's 25% of that initial package purchase. You also get team building rewards, which means as your teams grow below you, a left team and a right team, and they accumulate points with the sales that they're making, every 200 points on the left and right will match each other and circle out to $20 in your pocket. Then we have the rookie bonus pool for any new affiliates that would like to go gangbusters in the beginning. So there's only a couple things to qualify for the rookie bonus pool. 2,000 in rewards points of personal sponsorship. So you have to also sponsor 4 or more affiliates and get 2,000 rewards points. And that puts you into this pool where they put like $5,000 every month, and the top earners will share that $5,000. So you are able to win a $500 bonus. There's also rank advancing. So where you start out today is not where you'll end up in pay scale years down the road. So as you acquire new people and you're building your teams and they're selling and you get many levels below you, it becomes this volume, a group volume it's called, that brings you to the next level of pay. So the matching bonus, so you get paid out at each level. So you'll see there's the levels: star, 4-star, bronze, silver. It goes all the way up to black diamond. And you get paid out percentages on the levels below you. Residual rewards, which the fast builder rewards you get for the first purchase. But as the affiliate that you sign up and their affiliates below them, each level, you get 15% of residual rewards. So another great thing about it is that you get online support. We have a ton of training that's all in your back office. Like you could go solo if you wanted to and just say, I don't want to talk to anybody, and just have your own little business going in your back office. But we have just a wonderful group of people that like to feed off of each other and talk to each other on a constant basis. And, you know, that's how we get excited about what we're doing, and we can move out into the world and spread our good news. So we do have a global payment system coming up with our new token, and we're expanded into Japan. We're moving into Mexico and Canada. Here we have the PMB Pulse app, which you get everything that's in your back office in the palm of your hand. So you can manage your business, you can send videos and, you know, lead some prospects, all from your phone, which is pretty cool. The PMB token is actually, that's a cryptocurrency that hasn't quite been rolled out yet. So there's still time to get in on this, to get in line. But basically we can get paid if we sell to anyone in the world, which is pretty cool. So somebody in Japan could be buying from your website, and you can get paid through this cryptocurrency, which makes it very easy for the company and then very easy for us. We don't have to translate that money or that currency. Actually happening in a couple of days here, June 27th to the 29th in Austin, we're having our Momentum conference where all of the big wigs will be there. All of the medical staff and behind the scenes people. And it's going to be a great event. So the winners of this event, like it's been leading up to this event where Paul Rogers has come up with this payout that is just incredible. Somebody's going to win 25 grand this weekend. So let's see. I don't know how to mute you, Laura. Okay, so you can catch the wave here. Right now, we are in the momentum phase, and that's where you can join us. We've opened Japan and Taiwan, and we're going to be in Canada and Mexico and the EU. So get on this train, everybody. So you got to ask yourself, where do you see yourself within this hemp world. You can become a customer and just use our awesome products, or you can become an affiliate and participate in what is the fastest growing industry this world has ever seen. And that's PrimeMyBody. So I'd love to hear from you, and whoever got you on this call tonight, please reach out to them to learn more about PrimeMyBody and join us. Thanks for coming, and have a good night. Where am I going?